paradise. The gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, O Christ. I invite you to be seated, and I invite our children to start coming on up.
Good morning, boys and girls. If you'd like, I invite you to come and sit over here for the children's sermon. It's nice to have a chance to move around. Come on over. We welcome those kids who are also watching online. Come on up. Come on over. Today's a special day for two kids in particular who will be receiving their first communion today, Athena and Ezreal. And I asked them if they would help me with the kids' sermon today. So we get to have a little celebration with them as well. So it's First Communion Day, but our First Communions here at St. Paul, they happen on this special day every year. And the name of today's day in the church year is called Christ the King Sunday. Christ is King. Jesus is King. But what does that mean that Jesus is King? So today we're going to play a little game to talk about that. And I invite the whole congregation to join in, actually. Athena is going to hold this picture that is a picture of Jesus as king. And Ezreal will hold this picture that is a picture of a king of a country. Now, I'm going to read to you something that's been said by either Jesus, Christ our King, or just the king of a country somewhere. And you point at which picture you think is the answer to that statement. Let's try the first one. So you get ready to point at who you think said this. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Do you think that was Christ the King or the king of a country? Ooh, Christ the King, you're right. Here's another one. My people and I have come to an agreement which satisfied us both. They are to say what they please, and I am to do what I please. Oh, everyone's pointing over here. You're right, that was the king of a country who said that. Here's another one. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. A king of a country or Christ the King? Christ the King is right. Next, I begin by taking. I find help later to demonstrate my right. Christ the King? King of a country somewhere, sometime? You're right, that was a king who said that, king of a country. Okay, I have another one. A crown is merely a hat that lets the rain in. Do you think Jesus said that? Do you think the king of a country said that? King of a country, very good. And the last one. Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise. King of a country? Jesus Christ the King. Jesus Christ the King, you're right. In fact, we just heard that in the gospel today. So Jesus is Christ the King, and we celebrate that today. But Jesus isn't this type of king. Yes, Jesus wore a crown, but it wasn't this kind of crown. It was a crown of thorns. And yes, Jesus is very powerful, but not power like this kind of king. Jesus shares power with others. And yes, Jesus has a kingdom, but not this kind of kingdom. Jesus' kingdom is one in heaven and in the new creation. And Jesus makes us all a part of that kingdom and of his reign. So boys and girls, we're going to say a prayer. I invite you to join in. You can fold your hands and repeat after me, and congregation can join in as well. Thank you, Lord, that the kingdom and the power and the glory are yours. Amen. So there is a Christ the King children's bulletin for you to take back to your seats today. Thank you, Ez and Athena, for your help. There are extras of these in the narthex. If you didn't come up for the kids' sermon, you can sneak back there and take one as well. And they have Christ the King activities for you on that.